I just kind of kept thinking, like, okay, you can do this, you can win this, like, you can get a medal in this. Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. So before we jump into today's video, I would just like to say, I hope you liked Thursday's video on the Junior Olympic highlights. I hope you liked all the photos I posted. I was going to post videos for you guys, but I couldn't figure out how to get them uploaded and put onto YouTube, so I didn't end up doing that. But yeah, so that's probably all I have to say for that, and let's get right into today's video. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about the behind the scenes at Junior Olympics. So what I mean by this is I will be telling you guys my pre-race mindset, my warm-up routine, how I was feeling during the race, how I was feeling after the race, and I will show you some other little things as well. So yeah, guys, that's probably all I have to say for this introduction, and now let's jump right into today's video. Alright, guys, so in this first block of the video, we're going to be talking about my pre-race mindset. So my pre-race mindset for all of these races was, I was always a little bit nervous and anxious for these races. Again, they were big competition meets, and I've never been to a competition meet like this before with this high of competitive competition. So, yeah, I was definitely a little bit anxious before the races. Sometimes I would, I have to get that all out of me before I went up to the warm-up area, and then kind of once I got into the warm-up area, I kind of like, my race mindset changed from anxious and nervous to like, okay, now you can do this. Like, you've trained all year for this, you trained, all your training has led up to this moment, and this is where you want to shine. So once I got into that warm-up area, I pretty much felt like, okay, I'm good now. Like my mindset's good, I'm okay, I can do this, opposed to anxious and nervous. So yeah, guys, that's probably all I have to say for my pre-race mindset, and now let's go straight into my warm-up routine. Alright, guys, in the second block of the video, we're going to be talking about my warm-up routine before all my races. So typically my warm-up routine for the first 2 days were pretty much, I did my regular warm-ups. I normally did my, some drills, some stretching, dynamic stretching, some strides, and then I did a couple laps those couple of days. The only day where I didn't really do that was, Wednesday, when, I did a lot of stretching and not a ton of drills, but that was because from the day before, I had run like less than 12 hours apart from these races. Normally I had like almost 24 hours, but yeah, so I only had about 12 hours this time, because I ran at like 9:30, and I was running like at like 10 in the morning the next day for the 3000, I think. So yeah, I did a lot more stretching, and some drill, and a couple stride outs, and I think maybe a lap that day, but it wasn't as intense as the other days. The other day I spent a lot more time doing drills, stride outs, stretching, and I think I did more laps, so yeah. And during that warm-up area, once I finished my warm-ups, I just tried to drink as much water as possible, because water is just like the key element to this kind of stuff. Especially for the 800, I was sitting around for like 5 hours waiting for the 800. I constantly drank water, because I knew I was so tired by that point that I was like, you're never gonna get back to energy if you don't drink something. So I was gonna drink Gatorade, but that'll upset my stomach for races, so I just decided to just drink water, and that's how I got it through. Yeah, guys, so that's probably gonna do it up for this warm-up part of the video, and now let's move on to my race mindset block. Alright, guys, in this third block of the video, we're going to be talking about my mindset during the race. So during the race, when I like stepped out on the track and the starter was about to blow the gun, I just kind of kept thinking like, okay, you can do this, you can win this, like you can get a medal in this, and it seemed to work. But yeah, so basically, I just tried to tell myself, like, I tried to stay confident within myself. I tried not to make myself get down. And once that gun went off, it was pretty much, okay, just stick at the front, like, try to be at the front, and don't freak out. So basically, stay calm the entire time. Because if you freak out, your anxiety builds, and then you have typically for me, it leads to shortness of breath. And then once I get to shortness of breath, then my legs can't I can't process oxygen fast enough, and then the race would be over. So especially in the 1500 when I was behind more, I had to stay relaxed because otherwise I wasn't going to make it up there. Like, it was just not going to happen if I didn't stay relaxed in the 15, especially. So yeah. But yeah, so that's probably all I have to say for my race mindset. Just stay calm, and before the race, just keep telling yourself, you can do this, don't give up, you can do this. In the 3000 especially, I had to tell myself that a ton of times during the race, because I was actually going to stop in the 3000 because I was so tired. So I had to tell myself multiple times that, and I knew I wanted to stop, but at the same time I knew it was on the line for me. I knew there might have been a national title on the line. And when that's happened, I don't want to stop because I want that really bad. So, yeah, that's probably all I have to say for my during race mindset. And now let's move on to our final block, my post-race mindset. Alright guys, in this final block of the video, we're going to be talking about my post-race mindset. So after the race, typically what I would be feeling is I would be feeling relieved, especially. Relieved was like the big one. Because I was relieved so that, like, I had just finished the race. Okay, I'm done now. Like, I don't have to run this again. I don't have to keep building my nerves to run this again. It's just like, it's over. Like, it's done. So I really feel relieved. I felt happy to be done with the races and felt happy with my performance because I had worked so hard for this and I finally had gotten to it and I finally ran it. So I was really happy about that. Yeah, I don't know if there's much more to say about that. I think I was just really relieved and really happy that I had finished my race. I had worked so hard for it. I had finally completed what I wanted to complete and fulfilled what I wanted to fulfill. So, yeah, guys, that's probably going to wrap it up for this block of the video, and that's probably going to wrap it up for this video, to be honest. Alright guys, in this next block of the video, we're going to be talking about the rain delays I had to deal with during this. So I know in the last block of the video I told you that was the end of it, but I came up with some new stuff after I filmed the end of the video, so I wanted to add this in for you guys. So the rain delays that we had to deal with, sometimes were pretty severe, sometimes they weren't. Actually, I should not say that. They were really severe basically the whole time. But every time we had one was pretty severe. But so the first day we had a terrible rain delay. It was pouring out, it was thundering, it was lightning. That's how the 800 got pushed back till like 8:15 or whatever on Monday. So that one was terrible. Tuesday it was also awful because it wasn't the rain that was terrible. It was the fact that the rain was over and they wouldn't start up again. So that was also terrible. So these rain delays never really made much good of it because every single time they pushed the races back. Both the 800 and the 1500, they were supposed to be midday. They ended up being like really late at night. So yeah, those ones were terrible. The rain delays were awful. But yeah, so that's probably gonna do it up for our rain delay block. And now let's move on to hopefully, I think, our final block, the strategy block. Alright guys, and then I think this final block of the video, we're going to be talking about my strategy in each one of these races. So my strategy coming into some of these races were, I lucked out in the 800 and the 1500. I got put in the last heat, so I knew what I had to beat. In the 800, I knew I wasn't going to be able to beat it. I mean, kids, I think we're running like 2:14s. My PR was like a 2:26. So there was pretty much impossible for me to make the final of the 800. But in the 1500, it wasn't impossible because there was no qualifying. So yeah. In these, I had to strategize a lot, especially in the 3000, but we'll come back to that. So in the 800 and the 1500, my strategy was pretty much stay close to the leaders, chase down the leaders, especially in the 800 where I was behind a little bit. Just stay close, don't die, and just do your best with it. That was my mindset in the 800 and the 1500. In the 3000, it was totally different. It was sprint as hard as you can to the line. It wasn't stay with the leaders, because if I stayed with the leaders, I wouldn't have gotten them. So, because in the 3000, I came out of the first heat, so I did not know what I had to beat. So whatever the first place person ran, that would set the marker for the second group, and they would know what they had to beat. So I wouldn't know what I had to beat. So that's why I basically had to go hard from gun to tape, and I had to go hard. So yeah, that's probably gonna wrap it up for our strategy block, and that's, I think, gonna wrap it up for our video. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you enjoyed learning about my pre-race mindset, my warm-up routine, my during race mindset, my post-race mindset, my strategy, and the stupid rain delays. I know that's a lot of stuff to take in. It was a lot of stuff to take for me to film, but I got it all filmed for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. Stick around for today's quote. I know you guys are going to like it. Nothing is going to top Thursday. I don't think Thursday is my favorite of all time, but today's going to be a good one. So, yeah, guys, that's probably all I'm going to have to say for this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.